It's Weekly Weird News, and folks, it has not been the best week, but nevertheless, we have persisted in our mission to track down the weirdest and funniest news from around the world to bring it to you in this trying time. Yeah. Because we will never, ever apologize for delivering the news. Unfortunately, though, the election and its results are kind of unavoidable right now, but we do at least have a few stories that have nothing to do with any of that. So let's start with some material that can take our minds off of our impending doom. And, as always, the animal kingdom provides.
Thank you.
And this week, it's not whales, it's not bears, and it's not squirrels. Thank God. It's monkeys.
Now, monkeys are some of our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, but the primate family is a very dysfunctional family, and our relationship with monkeys primarily involves using them to test our medicines, while they, in turn, help cook up new global pandemics every few years. Which is only fair, I guess.
Yeah, fair play.
Anyways, there's facilities all around the country and around the world filled with research monkeys that are poked, prodded, and killed, and it's understandable that they wouldn't like that, and they'd want out. And this week, some monkeys in South Carolina successfully staged a jailbreak, and they are currently on the run as fugitives while a statewide manhunt is underway. I'm rooting for the monkeys.
Yeah.
Here's CBS News.
Authorities in South Carolina on Thursday warned residents to lock their doors and windows after more than 40 monkeys escaped from a research facility. As of Friday morning, the fugitive monkeys still had not been captured, the CEO of the research facility told CBS News. The 43 primates broke loose from an Alpha Genesis facility in Beaufort County, prompting officials to set up traps and use thermal imaging cameras in an effort to locate and capture the monkeys, the Yamasee Police Department said. In an update posted to social media late Thursday, police said the primates had been spotted in a wooded region near the facility and urged residents to steer clear of the animals. The staff at Alpha Genesis are currently attempting to entice the animals back using food in order to ensure their safe capture, police said. Alpha Genesis earlier confirmed that 43 rhesus macaque primates escaped from an enclosure at the company's facility. Authorities said the primates were very young females, weighing approximately 6 to 7 pounds, and had never been used for testing due to their age.
Again, rooting for the monkeys. Also, you couldn't pick a more evil company name.
Alpha Genesis.
It sounds like a monkey testing facility from a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. We at Alpha Genesis, we have nothing to see here. Everything's on the up and up here at Alpha Genesis.
Lock your doors and windows. We've got guys out in the field and they have multiple bananas and boxes placed over those bananas. And as soon as one of those monkeys gets curious or hungry, we're going to pull a stick from under it and boom.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
That's right.
Now, as for how this jailbreak went down, we would obviously love to imagine these monkeys planned this operation for months, like some great escape. They went out with the laundry basket. Mm-hmm. You know what day it is. They're coming to gather all the sheets and wash them.
They escaped through a hole in the wall that was covered with a poster of a supermodel.
Yeah, and they left little monkey mannequins that they made behind on the bed, so no one was the wiser.
Yeah.
It was very elaborate.
But no.
Apparently someone just forgot to secure a door, so they got out. Oh, happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did I close that door, or are there 30 to 50 feral monkeys invading a South Carolina town?
It was initially reported as 30 to 50 monkeys.
Yeah, and anyways, rather than try and get as far away as possible, it sounds like they're mostly just hanging out in some woods nearby. Though that does not make them any easier to catch. They're probably going to be working together.
Yeah.
Back to the article. Residents are strongly advised to keep doors and windows secured to prevent these animals from entering homes, police said earlier. If you spot any of the escaped animals, please contact 911 immediately and refrain from approaching them.
Don't be a snitch.
Greg Westergaard, CEO of Alpha Genesis, told CBS News on Friday that while they have not captured any of the animals, the monkeys are staying close to the facility and are being goofy monkeys, jumping back and forth, playing with each other. I can't wait to get my hands on them and test them medically. They're just so darn cute. You just want to wrap your hands around them, drag them back to the facility, and start shoving stainless steel orbs into them.
That's right.
Poking and prodding and testing and holding them down and wiping lipstick all over their face. They're just so damn cute.
Jesus Christ.
It's kind of like a playground situation here, he said. Westergaard said the company has put out baited traps, but the monkeys are not going inside them yet. They're jumping down and taking the food and then jumping back up on the fence and the tree line, he added. They're watching us the same way we're watching them. He acknowledged that it would be a long process to get them back. He said that chasing the monkeys would only spook them and make them run away. they're outsmarting the police and this company already because
they're in
getting
the natural
the food.
environment.
Yeah.
I mean, a monkey in a research facility, they're at a disadvantage. A monkey in a forest?
I just
What are
imagine.
you going to do? I'm up here in this tree.
Yeah, but
now I'm in a different tree.
They're like, we got the trap set, and the monkeys are just coming down and taking the food and leaving. So are they going after them with a net and just missing?
This is a species of animal that is known for its abilities at thievery.
Yeah.
You go to like Phuket
Yeah.
or anywhere in Southeast Asia where these things are running wild, and they're like, before you know it, they've stolen your ice cream cone. They've stolen your wallet. They've stolen your glass of beer. You're not getting it back.
This CEO guy walks up to someone, oh my God, have you seen my cock? And then he gets slapped. Yeah. So rude. You can't say that.
Sir, this is a post-Me Too era. You can't be making monkey jokes like that. But yeah, it sounds like even if your monkeys didn't get too far and you know exactly where they are, it is still a long, annoying pain in the ass getting them back. Monkeys are sort of like toothpaste. Getting out is easy. Getting back in is damn near impossible.
But I've tried, goddammit.
But for what it's worth, being on monkey retrieval duty, it sounds kind of fun. You get to be out in nature, you get to observe some exotic wildlife, and you get paid to essentially just hang out and wait around for something that you have very little control over to finally happen. And in this case, at least according to Alpha Genesis, none of these monkeys have any diseases, not even hepatitis, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Oh, cool.
Just sit out there, pull up a lawn chair, some binoculars, and wait around for those monkeys to come back home.
Yeah.
Just think of all the audiobooks you could get through waiting around for those monkeys. It's a dream job, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Aside from the part where you hand those monkeys over to be tested on and eventually euthanized.
Now, I want to be clear. These monkeys are not infected with some unheard of disease. Sir, we didn't even ask you about that.
I'm just clarifying.
Out of an abundance of caution, I just want to let everyone know that if there were a disease out there that no one had ever heard of that randomly popped up right now, it definitely wasn't from our
monkeys. They have been very forcefully making that exact point.
Yeah.
Because yes, you hear about a bunch of escaped monkeys, and that is the inciting incident of like every movie about a fucking
outbreak
like
or whatever it was
disease.
in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, just so we're clear, these monkeys are not sick. But I mean, I'm torn because like, yeah, you want them to be free, but also letting them run wild in an ecosystem that is definitely not their home, it probably has serious environmental effects.
No, they should once they get a hold of these monkeys, then they should go take them back to the wild and
like as annoying as it is to
where they belong.
As annoying as it is to have like a raccoon digging through your garbage, imagine 40 to 50 monkeys digging through your garbage, making a much bigger mess.
They don't even know they're in America until someone pulls out the AR-15.
Yeah.
To take care of 40 to 50 monkeys.
You're in Trump country, monkey.
But no, I think I've said this before. It's like when bulls get away from the rodeo. They win.
Yeah.
They take them somewhere to retire.
Whatever happens after that, they've earned it.
Yeah, like the monkeys, they just shouldn't go back to the lab. They've earned their freedom. Yeah. Take them back to the wild.
I think they should get them drunk. We know for a fact now that animals like drinking, and we know monkeys specifically, they love it.
I mean, if
just leave out some cans, some bottles and cans, and let nature take its course.
If this was a movie, and I guess life is like a movie these days.
My life a movie.
You'd be at a South Carolina bar, and a drunk regular would look over, and a monkey would be drinking the beer, and he'd go, "I think I'm done for the night."
Yeah.
You seeing this? Anyways, moving on now to a story that's over a week old, which we missed last weekend due to having a lot of other shit on our minds. Though, in retrospect, what a wonderful week it was. We had won the World Series.
Yeah, we didn't know at the time.
Hopes were high.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one comes to us from the Emerald Isle, Ireland, the birthplace of what would eventually evolve into the very American holiday of Halloween, which has come full circle, with the American version of the holiday increasingly being celebrated back in Ireland. Or at least they're attempting to celebrate it. And in this case, not succeeding. Now, it's not their fault. Once again, AI is responsible for a local event being a complete debacle. And this time, unlike Willie's chocolate experience, the very existence of the event seems to have been AI generated. In other words, a ton of people in Ireland showed up to a Halloween event that just didn't actually exist. They got you.
They got you, but hey, at least you were there.
Yeah.
At least you came together as a community to do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Here's Euro News.
Irish revelers flooded the streets of Dublin expecting a Halloween parade last night. The only problem? No parade had been organized. The parade was announced by My Spirit Halloween, and not to be confused with The Spirit
right
Halloween.
out of the gate. Just
to clarify. And attracted thousands of Dublin locals to gather along a route from Parnell Square to Temple Bar for an event supposedly organized by Galway arts ensemble Macnos. It was only after the Halloween fans arrived that it became clear that the website had made the entire parade up. My Spirit Halloween is a Pakistan-hosted website that creates AI-generated news. When the website churned out the fictional parade, it made its way through search engine optimization onto multiple news and social media sites, spreading the fake news. Many people came dressed up to enjoy the non-event, and the Garda, Ireland's police force, had to disperse the gathering.
Now, luckily, it sounds like despite a massive crowd of people showing up for a fun event that didn't exist, it didn't result in too much trouble aside from confusion and disappointment. And dare I say, it got the community together, regardless if there was something, a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. They were out there and they said, you know what? I'm going to go out tonight.
Yeah, and I think it helps that like the part of Dublin this happened in already has like a ton of nightlife. So you're like, oh, well, I'm here. I'll just go to a fucking bar.
Yeah. But it is a crazy example of AI slop inadvertently crossing over into reality. The initial theory was that someone, and we'll get to who exactly in a moment, someone set up a website and Facebook page themed around Halloween and thought it'd be a great idea to have it list Halloween events that are happening around the world. So they basically just told an AI to go ahead and find those events and add them to the website, making everything real easy.
Easy, very easy.
But since AI isn't actually intelligent, but is pretty good at faking it, it seemingly created this parade out of thin air. And they optimized it for search results so successfully that if you Googled Dublin Halloween Parade, it was the third result from the top. And that usually means that it's real, because you got to go through the first couple to...
The slop usually doesn't rise to the top.
Yeah. If you clicked on the link, here's some of what it said about this totally not real event.
Halloween in Dublin is one of the most awaited celebrations of the year, and 2024 is gearing up to be more exciting than ever. With a blend of traditional Irish folklore, modern spooky entertainment, and creative festivities, the Dublin Halloween Parade 2024 is an event you simply cannot miss. The Dublin Halloween Parade is renowned for its spectacular displays and dynamic performances. Key attractions include impressive floats, creative costumes, and engaging street performances that capture the spirit of Halloween. The parade's blend of art and tradition makes it a standout event in Dublin's Halloween calendar. The Dublin Halloween Parade is a centerpiece of the city's festive celebrations, drawing locals and visitors alike to experience the thrill of Halloween in a unique and vibrant way. Held annually, this grand event transforms Dublin into a lively tapestry of costumes, artistic performances, and cultural festivities.
Every point in that description indicates that this was a long-running event that the locals should have been aware of. They're showing up and they're like,
I guess I missed it.
I feel bad for my past self. So many years thrown away when I could have been...
There was a Halloween parade in last year.
Okay.
And it looked pretty awesome.
Well, maybe that's what the AI pulled from. Anyways, as for why this happened, here's The Guardian. The website falsely advertised that the Macnos parade would take place between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Thursday after a member of their team had cut and pasted the notice for last year's event and inserted it into this year's calendar. The site, which aggregates content all over the world, was one of the highest-ranking Google Halloween entries in the days before 31 October, and the posting on the parade was shared widely on social media. The Pakistan-based man behind the site has since apologized, saying he was depressed and embarrassed. We are highly embarrassed and highly depressed, and very sorry, Nazir Ali told the Irish Times.
Okay, so I guess this was all just human error, and no AI was involved, actually. Except, no, I do not believe you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Everything about that website and that Facebook page and those descriptions, it screams AI generated, including, of course, plenty of visual slop. And it doesn't make much sense that a person would just copy and paste an event from a previous year onto this year's calendar. It makes a lot more sense that an AI would do that. To be clear, though, yeah, there was a parade in 2023. It looks like it was sick. The people who put it on did the parade in a different city this year. So it's understandable why so many people would fall for this. Like, yeah, I went to that cool thing last year. Let me see if they're doing it again. Oh, cool. Right here at the top of the Google results, it turns out they are.
I mean, it's less if you build it, they will come, and more if you promote it, they will come.
Yeah.
Because if it looks real, sounds real, and people are talking about it, and people show up, then I guess it is real.
I mean, the smart way to take advantage of this would just be to have AI generate a ton of different events, and just whatever people actually RSVP to, you're like, okay, I guess we should make that one.
We should do that one.
That is what the people want.
Yeah. This is going to be a new Billy McFarlane project.
That's right.
Yeah. We're going to give the people what they want by making a series of fake events.
We're going to fill the internet with so much slop, and the best slop will rise to the top, and that's the slop that wins.
Yeah.
But moving on now to elsewhere in Europe, specifically to Europe's smallest sovereign state, the Vatican, where the Pope lives. Recently, the Catholic Church has been taking steps to appeal to the youth by doing stuff like canonizing a new saint that they're calling God's influencer, and more recently, unveiling an anime-inspired mascot for the church named Luce, which in Italian means light. But the church clearly did not think this through, because you simply cannot bring an anime character into this world and not expect it to immediately be sexualized by the most depraved perverts on earth. And that's exactly what seems to have happened. With more on this, here's 404 Media.
Last week, the Vatican unveiled Luce, a Japanese-style cartoon character that will serve as the Catholic Church's mascot for its upcoming Jubilee year, as well as its Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan. Archbishop Rino Fisichella, the Vatican's chief organizer for the Jubilee year, who presented Luce to the world, said that the mascot was created from the desire to enter into the world of pop culture, so beloved by our young people. I believe His Excellency should have considered his desires more carefully, because there is no clearer sign that Luce has indeed entered pop culture and is beloved by young people than the fact that there are now dozens of AI-generated hardcore pornographic images of her on the internet. On Civite, a site for sharing custom AI models and generating images, users have created at least a dozen different Luce-themed AI models specifically for generating images of the Vatican's mascot. These models are not explicitly designed to produce adult content, but as I've reported previously, Civite AI makes it easy to modify AI models and combine them with others that are designed to produce pornographic images, and that is often what users on the site do with any AI models of any character or real person. You have been denied by heaven.
Yeah.
Very naughty.
Straight to hell. Sorry,
Yes.
buddy.
Although pre-AI, this would have happened with Photoshop or just anyone on DeviantArt.
The path to Rule 34 is now so short.
Yes.
Within hours, within minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it continues and it gets so much worse, so buckle up for that. Looking at just one model page, Luce, Vatican's mascot pony, in the section where users share images they've created with that model, I can see images of Luce nude, covered in semen, and a nude Luce alongside what appears to be a Luce fleshlight type sex toy. If you came here for what everyone else came here for, then you won't be disappointed, one user said in a comment on the model's page. Lord forgive me for what I am about to do, another user said.
That doesn't work like that.
Nope. On another model page, Luce Jubilee 2025, users shared images of Luce blowjobs, foot jobs, and what appears to be an underage Luce crying while sitting on the lap of a priest who is smiling and winking at the camera. The Vatican didn't say how old the Luce character is, but she seems like a child in official images, as well as some of the AI-generated nude images on Civite, where it's common for users to create sexually explicit images of young or underage cartoon characters.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Literally. God, we need you. You need to strike this down.
If you're up there, if you're real.
You need to do something about this. This is challenging your authority in ways previously unseen.
Mm-hmm.
And
we got to get that influencer to influence God to push the button.
Yeah, God's influencer, if you're listening,
press the button. We're ready for it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, this is one of the more degenerate things that we've heard about in a while, and that is really, really saying something. But like we said, this could have been avoided if the Vatican had really thought this through. And like we always say, every PR operation needs to have at least one real freak on the staff to catch these things before it's too late. We saw it happen with that mascot for a local Spanish rail service that was named Bussy. Bussy. I love Bussy. And we're seeing it again here. Anyways, hopefully hell is real. And it's real for these gooners specifically.
Send them straight to hell.
They're going to get turned into little Luces themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then degenerates are going to put them in their cum box. God. Yeah. But speaking of hell, it is time once again to turn our attention to the new political situation in our country. Yay! Thankfully, though, this next story isn't very consequential. It's just another odd glimpse into the psyche of our former and future president, Donald J. Trump.
Okay, so this hasn't been reported in U.S. media, but according to multiple apparently reliable social media users in Japan, a Japanese journalist named Kenji Minamura said on a TV news program this week, although Mr. Abe has passed away, people close to Trump say that even now, when he's tired or feeling down, he has occasionally said, I wish I could see Shinzo. That shows just how strong his feelings for Abe remain. And listen, first off, it's just weird to ever hear about Trump feeling genuine affection for another human being, which makes me doubt the veracity of this.
Yeah.
Secondly, though, this news combined with, the whole reason Shinzo Abe is no longer in the picture, it led a lot of people, not us, of course, definitely not us, to agree with Trump that they wished he could see Shinzo as soon as possible. Wouldn't that be nice if they could be together again?
Do you think he just fell in love when they had that little walk around the koi pond and when he dumped all that stuff in there?
I mean, the Japanese hospitality is very important. I'm sure Shinzo was a great host.
Mm-hmm.
And it also helps that they're both like fascists.
Yeah.
Like Shinzo Abe really didn't click for a lot of people until he died. That like his rule was kind of a direct extension of the Japanese imperial movement.
Well, look, Shinzo down, but at least he's got Putin and Kim Jong-un still.
Yeah, but they're not Shinzo.
Yeah. And once Kim Jong-un gets a taste of that American pornography, it is all over.
Shinzo, he gave me one, it was a little stick. It was like a cracker, but it was a stick, and it was covered in frosting. He called it a pokey, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
And he gave me this thing. He said, chew on it. I said, I've chewed on a lot of things, Shinzo. And he said, no, you're going to chew on this, and it's going to make your mouth water like you never have. It's called high chew. And I chewed on it, and my mouth, I was drooling everywhere. It was disgusting.
They got these menthol cigarettes there. You think they're menthol, and then you click them one more time.
They're already menthol, and then you click
menthol.
the thing. We need this in America. We need to stop Gavin Newsom from banning the menthol. We need to bring it back.
Yeah. Now, of course, this story could all be bullshit, and not even intentional bullshit, just a lost in translation sort of thing where Japanese journalists fail to understand the many, many layers of irony found in posts about U.S. politics. Because a few months back, when Trump narrowly avoided getting his head shut off at that rally, memes about Shinzo Abe's ghost saving Donald Trump were taken as literal by some in the Japanese press, resulting in posts like this. Although it is unconfirmed information, when asked by a reporter about why President Trump turned around sharply to dodge the bullet at the moment he was shot, he reportedly replied, I turned around because I heard the voice of my old good friend in Japan. And here's another. During his speech, Trump heard Shinzo Abe's voice calling him to attention in his ear. When he tilted his head to listen to the voice, he heard the sound of a bullet cutting through the air. And the bullet penetrated Trump's right ear, and he heard a gunshot. If Trump had not tried to listen to Abe's voice, he would have been killed by the bullet. Damn, they went all the way with it. That's crazy.
And yeah, the post that this all originated from one fucking shit post.
Yeah.
Where just some random American Twitter user posted a picture of Shinzo Abe with So Long Space Cowboy and just reported. And it got picked up by Japanese media.
It's like the images of Jesus Christ stepping in to take the heroin needle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shinzo Abe is doing that for Trump. I don't know if
Obi-Wan Kenobi goes, no, Trump.
It's probably bad that the Japanese, at least some Japanese people think that Shinzo Abe is doing divine intervention around the world.
I don't know if it's bad or if it's good. That's just funny.
I have no idea.
I find it very amusing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's a superhero now.
He is.
Yeah.
By cutting him down, they made him more powerful than you could even imagine.
Yeah, he got the second.
That's why when they shot him with that weird fucking gun, he just his clothes just fell on the ground. His body vanished.
Yeah, in the past couple of months, a second Boss health bar has appeared. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, in other political news, a lot of Trump's enemies are understandably getting a bit worried about what might happen to them under a second Trump term. And that includes our old sexy friend, Michael Cohen. Oh my God.
He looks like a bulldog.
What a pit bull.
Oh, sorry, pit bull, not bulldog.
Yeah, Michael Cohen, who has many friends from many, many groups.
Yeah.
He, of course, betrayed his longtime friend, Donald Trump, in the wake of that whole Stormy Daniels thing, which landed him in prison. And since getting out, he hasn't really had anything to do except make criticizing Trump his full-time job. And this includes a lot of live streaming on TikTok, apparently. TikTok, that's where all the Michael Cohen fans live.
Yeah.
Teenagers for Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
Following the election, he did a little stream where he apparently discussed potentially leaving the country in the next few months, but did not go very well for him. He got a little bit upset. Here you go.
No problem. Wow. Genius you are. Can we stop with that I appreciate it. I don't like the stupid turkeys. All right, let's just knock that stupid shit off, please. All right. I did. I said I was leaving, and then the following day, get that through your dumb heads. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Thank you very much. All right? I'm not leaving anywhere. You leave. This is my country. And I have every right, every single right within which to turn around, would we stop so we can... All right, 2 seconds, I'm going to end up blocking this idiot.
Just
I was
amazing.
dying. This is comedy fucking gold.
It is.
Stop it. No.
There's
Take
nothing,
the turkey off my head.
nothing more
This is serious. This is a serious stream.
perfect about just the state of our media
Yeah.
and people who are involved or were involved at the highest levels of politics.
It's such a boomer thing, too. Like, I've never gone live on TikTok, but I assume there's a way to, like, turn that off.
He was probably, I assume that you can only get it by donating, so he's probably secretly loving it and acting like he hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is funny. It is very funny. And he's
Ice
probably-
cream's so good.
Yeah. He's,
Nice, nice, nice.
Michael Cohen doing ASMR, letting his fingernails grow out.
He doesn't have a lot of options now.
He's probably actually legitimately worried.
Yeah, I mean, in the stream, he's like, no, I'm staying here. They can leave. I'm staying here. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, if anything, Trump knows about many, many more criminal things Michael Cohen has gotten up to over his many years with Trump. He was his fixer. He did the crimes for Trump. So, I don't know. I would be a little bit worried if I was Michael Cohen, but also fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You're in a hell of your own design, sir. But anyways, before we get to the headlines half of the show, which unfortunately includes more politics, it's time to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, Hims Hair, the perfect solution to all that hair that's been falling off of your head in these interesting times.
A perfect ad for perfect timing.
So some men, like one of the hosts of this very show, not going to say who, are able to navigate hair loss gracefully and confidently. But not everyone looks fantastic with a bald head, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to keep that lush flowing mane of yours just the way it is, or even turn back time to back when it was lush and flowing. And now, with Hims, the solution is simple. Try Hims Hair Loss Solutions, and you'll be joining hundreds of thousands of subscribers who got their flow back.
Hims provides you with convenient and quality access to a range of hair loss treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. Hims makes treating hair loss simple, with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Choose from personalized chewables, oral, spray, and serum treatments to find what works best for you. The process is simple and 100% online, so there are no uncomfortable doctor visits. You answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to you in discreet packaging for free.
No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Hims has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, and they can help you get your confidence back too, with visibly thicker and fuller hair. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/weird. That's HIMS.com/weird for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/weird. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Now it is time for the dumbest week to be over and to go over some of the weirdest, wildest headlines from around the world.
Yeah, and I think all the political, there's like half of these are politics, and they're all from before the election.
Oh, good.
Things were dumb. Things have been dumb.
Yeah. Well, it's going to get a whole lot worse. So let's start out with Ohio Sheriff's Lieutenant in hot water after social posts. I am sorry. If you support the Democratic Party, I will not help you.
Yeah, that's troubling.
And that's probably going to get worse too.
And he also posted like, I was like, I saw that, I'm like, how would that work? And he clarified in his many, many posts about this, saying, before we administer help to anyone, we're going to ask them for proof of who they voted for in 2024. And then he deleted all of them when he got a bunch of...
Is he asking for their papers?
I guess. People got mad at these posts. They're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
He deleted the posts. And then now his excuse is that, oh, well, I take I take sleep medication, and I guess I must have posted that and deleted it while I was on sleep
The
medication.
Roseanne excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
If you take sleep medication that affects you in that way,
It's not going to be coherent. It's just going to be blah, blah, blah.
You should also just like lock your phone away or something.
Yeah.
There's probably precautions.
You should be
take.
in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
You should sleep in a straitjacket.
No, a weighted blanket, they're called, Elliot.
Yeah,
they're for anxiety.
That's fine. It's a half measure, but it's fine.
Yeah, you just got to get one that weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah.
A 200-pound weighted blanket.
Get a really big dog that sleeps on you.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tucker Carlson claims deadly hurricanes hitting the U.S. are probably because of abortion.
Well, I guess no more deadly hurricanes will be hitting the U.S. now
Yeah.
that Donald Trump and his administration
I
will stop all abortion.
I expect to see results now. But yeah, he and
You know what? I will give Donald Trump credit. If there are 0 hurricanes in the next 4 years, I'll say it. Great president.
yeah.
Mark my words. Save it. Save the clip.
And Tucker's full quote here was even more ridiculous. He's like, why are we getting all these hurricanes? They're saying it's because climate change. Ha 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 ha. Climate change? No, that's bullshit. It's probably because of all the abortions we're getting.
Yeah, he's been pretty manic lately.
He is, I think, like for real, lost his fucking mind.
Oh,
Since
well, he's
losing
lost
his
it
job
to
at Fox.
Christianity. Like, he's
Yeah,
become
before
a self-righteous.
then, yeah,
he was before, but
Well, when he was at Fox, like, I think it was an act, at least partially.
Yeah.
An act, obviously he believes in all of the like political goals of the Republican Party, but he knew how to steer the discourse around it and take advantage of gullible idiots. And yeah, he seems to have like actually drank his own Kool-Aid here. He's saying some crazy shit lately. And hold on, that's Press Secretary Tucker Carlson.
potentially, yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
address him by his title. That is Press Secretary Tucker Carlson.
It's an upsetting scene when the press secretary's bow tie starts spinning because he's getting angry.
Yeah, although he's got some stiff competition. Alex Jones has already offered up his services
Joe Rogan.
as press secretary.
Aiden Ross.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
The Nelk Boys.
I mean, to be clear,
Theo Vaughn.
what is even the point? Like, even during the Biden administration, the press briefings, especially in the last year,
Very combative.
maddening.
Yes.
Maddening.
Yep.
All the
Just frustrating.
like the one area where in the Trump administration where I'm like, you know what? It's probably going to be about equally bad. Will be with the State Department. And anytime you ask them about what they're doing, because all of the fucking State Department briefings for the last year have been just straight up gaslighting.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, we're talking to Israel. Whatever you're telling me, I don't know. I haven't heard about it, but we're going to look into it and we'll ask Israel if they did what you said they did. And if they say they didn't, well, then I guess they didn't. Anyway, next question.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see what's going on. Daddy's home. Gonna give you a spanking. That's Tucker's quote from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange.
America's getting a spanking.
That's right. New Hampshire woman has same name as Kamala Harris, but is unsure who to vote for.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I guess it's good for her that she didn't win because that would have been
Pretty annoying.
annoying. Yeah, it's going to be a while before this Kamala Harris can be returned to normal life.
Yeah.
This is a white woman, and it's just a very unfortunate. She's probably like grew up thinking like, oh, I have such a unique name. There's no other Kamala Harris
Now
out
everyone's
there.
calling me Brat.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, she's like, I don't know who I'm going to vote for. And her explanation for it was the perfect distillation of the median American voter, where she's just like, yeah, obviously, like, I like Kamala because abortion should be legal and like what they're doing to abortion in this country is fucked up. But I like Trump because he supports legalizing weed, which I also love. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? Trump has never said anything about that. His party is actively being a roadblock to weed legalization.
True. Yeah. He's dabbled in supporting it, but
Has he though?
But only in a sense, like only on the campaign trail and in no actual.
He hasn't said we need to legalize marijuana.
Yeah, he's talked around it, I guess.
Which I didn't bring it up in our post-mortem of the election, but that is another like slam dunk fucking issue. Going back decades, where literally like you can break the glass in case of emergency and
She
say,
did do that. Like the last 2 weeks, she did break the glass, but it was too little, too
yeah,
late.
it was too late.
Yeah.
Like if you ran on that with enough runway to really get the fucking word out,
Yeah.
so many uninformed people who don't fucking care about anything, but like don't want to get arrested for having like a gram of weed in their pocket, would pull the lever for you.
Yeah.
But they never fucking do it.
Because then they'd have to actually follow through with it.
But all you got to do to follow through with it, you literally have to do nothing. You have to do less than nothing.
Yeah, well,
I don't get it.
Yeah. But then they can't dangle it as a thing to vote for.
An influencer thought someone dropping off ballots was suspect. It was the postman.
That criminal postman at it again.
And I missed this one in the sea of discourse, but it gained a lot of traction on X, the everything app. Some dipshit filmed a mailman, but without wearing mailman clothes, walking into the post office with one of those big clear plastic boxes full of ballots and was like, obviously something is nefarious happening here. This person in broad daylight in view of everyone is dropping off what appears to be hundreds of ballots.
Look, if it were me and I was the postman, I'd probably keep the uniform on when I'm dropping off fucking election ballots. But I get it.
The uniform is for the people actually, like, letter carriers.
Yeah.
This guy worked for the post office, like, driving a fucking van, bringing the ballots from, like, the hub or bringing from somewhere to the hub. Like, yeah, I guess maybe they should have uniforms.
Get him a vest with that Eagle logo on the back.
But I don't know. This is very silly. Everyone's so paranoid.
But yeah, magically, any accusations of voter fraud or packing the ballots, all gone. Never actually happened.
Not all gone.
Yeah.
Not all gone. A lot of Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Democrats are doing the exact same thing that the MAGA people did in 2020. It's been so fun. The real contribution of this election cycle, from the assassination to the election results, has been the rise of Blue Anon. It is long overdue. Should have happened a lot sooner, but it's finally here. Where these people believe fucking nothing and genuinely believe that the fucking million polling places across this country were all coordinated in some way to stop Kamala from winning.
No, it's just she ran a bad campaign and was out with fucking Liz Cheney for 2 months straight.
Which they're now straight up, even people within the party are now admitting, like, yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, we tried to get him not do it, but they didn't listen. Fucking
Bill Clinton to Michigan to tell people that it's actually okay that Israel's bombing Gaza.
To lecture Muslim voters about Hamas.
And other various missteps. Kamala listening to her brother-in-law and backing off of billionaires and bringing Mark Cuban into the, like, I guess out of all the billionaires, Mark Cuban is like the most normal, but still, if you're gonna campaign against or for taxing billionaires and holding their feet to the fire, like, why are you walking around with one?
Lot of mistakes, but you know what? We're not gonna acknowledge any of them.
And learn from nothing.
We're gonna learn nothing.
In fact, we're gonna fuck it up even worse next time. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Giuliani shows up to vote in Mercedes he was supposed to give to poll workers. And the photo of this is so funny. It looks like he's on vacation.
Yeah. I don't trust this man behind the wheel of a car.
No, absolutely not.
No. He appears to be drunk 24/7.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot that he owes an insane amount of money. He owes everything he's got to a bunch of people, stemming from various lawsuits. And I guess his Mercedes was supposed to go to those 2 poll workers in Georgia that he doxed and harassed and ruined their lives for like a year straight.
Yeah.
But they haven't received the car yet because he used it to go down to the polls and vote.
In the the bar scene. Hey, that's my car on TV. Ask me why. That man ruined my life.
Mark Wahlberg's Las Vegas restaurant catches on fire before ribbon cutting ceremony. If I was there, it wouldn't have gone down like that.
Waiting for it, yeah. Is this a Wahlburgers?
No, it's like a new fine dining.
Ooh.
You know, when I think of fine dining, I think of Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
That man knows about cuisine.
He makes his chefs wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to, first of all, pray, bless the food.
Pray, ice bath, gym, pray again.
Gym for 3 hours.
First breakfast, gym, ice bath. Round the golf.
Start prepping the food around 4 in the afternoon.
The funniest thing about that schedule is it's bullshit. There's no fucking way.
There is a way.
No,
he definitely does it.
No, the round of golf gives it away that this is just not actually feasible.
He's probably just doing 9 holes.
No, it still doesn't fucking work. I'm sorry. But yeah, with that schedule, you could. I mean, he didn't put anything on there about learning about fine cuisine and earning a Michelin star, but maybe he was keeping that a secret.
Or it was insurance fraud. But who's to say?
Wouldn't be the first crime he's committed.
I don't know. I think he likes his businesses probably. I think, is Wahlburger still doing good? The only time I've ever seen one in person was in Vegas, and then they have one in the casino out by Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a place you eat when you're gambling.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I walked in, that was my first time at that casino, and I was there for all of 5 minutes. I walked in and I was like, oh, this is actually depressing. Why did I stop here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a milkshake made out of dates.
The further away from Las Vegas you get, the more depressing the casinos.
Yeah. Prim, your last chance. Your last chance to win it all.
Yeah. Reno. Ugh.
I've never been to Reno.
I haven't either, but the movie Hard 8 is what I associate Reno with, and that movie is fucking bleak.
Yeah.
It's a whew.
It's a Paul Thomas Anderson classic.
Yeah, he made that when he was like 24, which just makes me feel like shit.
Mm-hmm. Lazy. Man finds python curled up in toilet for the second time in a week.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or South Florida. I mean, it could have been either.
This was Australia. Yeah. And hey, at least it's a python, although they do bite, but it's just the mouth. It's no venom. But I would, if this happened to me the first time, I would always make sure that the seat is, the lid is down. If I lived in a snake place, I'm not letting a snake get in there.
Yeah.
I'm putting saran wrap on all the toilets I come across just to ensure
to be safe.
No snakes are getting into this toilet. They're going to think they can get in, but they're going to bonk their head on the saran wrap.
Me personally, just to be safe, I take the lid off of the tank and I shit right in that. Yep. It's called an upper decker and it's healthy and very cool. And it definitely doesn't turn the water all brown when you flush every single time for 2 weeks. And it's definitely something we didn't used to do in high school at people's parties and at Taco Bell and elsewhere.
But yeah,
they were horrible kids.
This guy had to call Australian Animal Control, and they know what to do with snakes. And the first time, I guess it was a female snake, and the second time it was a male snake who they believe followed the smell. It was like, oh, there's a
damn. This snake smells like shit.
There's a sexy lady somewhere in this house. Wait. Well, maybe she went down the pipe.
That guy's got snake pheromones in his poo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Denver cleared camps from downtown. Now, homelessness is appearing elsewhere.
Oh, who could have seen this coming?
What? Wait, no.
What do you mean you can't just sweep a problem away?
We got rid of the homeless people. What do you mean homeless people are popping up in other places? We cleared the homeless. Mm-hmm. They're not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah. We got rid of the homeless people. They're gone. So, yeah. I see this all the fucking time in my neighborhood.
Here, Burbank, they just take them down to North Hollywood.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
just...
oh, there's no homeless in Burbank today because there's a few more extra in North Hollywood.
Yeah, it's less than worthless. You're spending valuable resources on literally just playing musical chairs with people's lives, and in the process, often destroying all their documents, like their VA identification, their birth certificate, Social Security,
kicking them further down the mountain they were maybe trying to climb,
making them even more likely to stay homeless for the foreseeable future. Like, I don't know what. Well, the solution is you house these fucking people, but the clearances of encampments does less than nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's fucking crazy that it's just become something, even in deep blue areas, that we just do constantly and then wonder why nothing changes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, final headline. This is a fun one. Mm-hmm. Raccoon busts through ceiling at LaGuardia Airport next to Spirit Airlines gate. You're getting the LaGuardia experience, you're getting the Spirit Airline experience, and you're getting a show.
Yeah. Must have been a real treat for everyone.
The video is so funny.
Yeah.
First of all, the raccoon falls through like the square ceiling panels, but it's like still it's holding on to like a wire.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what the fuck?
He was trying to commit a caper. He was doing a crime.
Airline employees, like full-grown, masculine-looking men, just being like, ah!
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, I'm like cool with the raccoons that live near me because they come by so often.
I see a raccoon outdoors. I'm like, hey, that's a raccoon. I see a raccoon indoors in my job. When I'm like around other people, that is distressing. What do I do?
Hanging out with one of the street cats a couple nights ago. This fucking raccoon came up and scared it away. And I said, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll see him like peeking around a corner on the street. And I'm like, I see you. I see you.
I see you, bitch. You gotta shine the flashlight on them.
Yeah. Bastards. They're cute as hell. Cute as hell.
Cute, but they are mischievous.
They are. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News this week. A nice episode that didn't go too much into American politics, so it was mentioned, but a nice episode to have either way.
A very special episode.
So thank you for watching, and if you appreciated it, please click the like button. Always click that damn like button because it's the only thing that helps this channel grow. Also, leaving a comment. Anything you want to talk about down there that we talked about in the video today, get it going. Get it going. Make sure you're subscribed, and please, if you want to watch our election aftermath and what's going to happen next videos, they're popping up right now,
Yeah,
so check.
That's a bad time that you can enjoy.
Yeah, suffer. Anyways, we'll be back next week in a new office too, by the way. So
Yeah,
it might be kind of weird the first
It's
episode or
probably
two.
gonna sound bad.
Yeah,
at
we
first.
gotta really fill it out and do some soundproofing and other stuff. But new office, though it won't look any different to you
Yeah, it's gonna
because
look
it's
the same.
the same background. So we'll see you next week. Please give us the benefit of the doubt on how things sound or look for at least a day or two.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.